Hi everyone, I am Vanshika and I'm so glad to have you on my channel. Today I'm going to share how I made this cute and colorful notebook from scratch. All you need is some colorful papers, some sewing thread and needle, scale, pencil and a paper cutter, and a waste cardboard or a thick cardstock paper, and glue. Now I am taking one of the sheets and folding it into half. You can join the corners and then crisp out the edges. Now I am going to repeat this with all the sheets. Now using a paper cutter, I am dividing these sheets into halves. This way I will be dividing all the sheets into half because I need a smaller notebook. If you want to have a bigger notebook, then you can keep the sheets as it. Now again I am dividing the half sheets into another halves. This means that I am dividing one sheet into 4 parts. Now I have stacked all the sheets to see how it looks like. You have to stack all the sheets in the whipcure pattern. Now I am taking one sheet and measuring the length of it. You have to mark the center of the page. From the center of the page, mark 2 points above and 2 points below the center. These should be at equal distances. After marking, arrange all the sheets of the same color together. Now I am repeating the same for all the sheets. Now take one bundle of papers and pierce through the markings with the help of a needle. You need to pierce through all the points that you have marked on the sheets. Make sure that all your sheets are in sync. Now do the same for rest of the bundles as well. Be careful while using a needle as it could be dangerous. Now I am taking a sewing thread. Loop the thread besides the notebook for over twice the number of bundles you have. I have 6 bundles, so I looped it almost 14 times. Now double thread the needle and then you need to double knot the ends of the thread. This will ensure that your thread does not pass through the holes completely. Your knot should look like this. Now take one bunch and pass the needle through first hole. Your thread might get stuck sometimes, so you just need to pull it. Now, pass the needle from the second hole. You have to continue doing this. After passing from the first hole, I am passing it through the third hole now. You need to keep repeating the process until you reach the last hole, that is the 5th one. After you reach the 5th hole, you need to come back up again. As you can see, there are missing bindings in between the holes. Now you need to cover them up by coming back. After you're done with all the bindings, you need to make a secure knot. For that, you just need to pass the needle under the thread of the first binding. Like this, you can make one knot. Also, you can double loop it. After you have made the knot, you need to just pass the needle from the first hole and pull the thread out so that the knot comes out. As you can see, the knot is out. Now I am taking the second bundle and passing the needle through the first hole of it. After this, pass it through the second hole. As the needle comes out, you don't have to put it through this third hole. You have to put the needle below the binding of the first hole on the sides of the hole. As you can see in the image, after you pass it from the one side, you need to pass it from the binding on the other side of the hole and back into that same hole. This will secure your knot. Next, pass the needle through the third hole and repeat the same process. Pass the needle from the beneath of the binding of the first sheet and now on the other side of the same hole, pass the needle from beneath and back into the hole. Repeat the same process for the remaining holes as well. For the last hole, you only need to pull the needle beneath the binding of the first sheet on one side only, as there is no binding on the other side. So, put the needle beneath the binding of the first sheet and then directly put it in the hole back. Now you have to secure a knot. For this, put the needle below the binding as you can see in the video and again through it. This will make a knot and again you have to pull this knot out of the sheet. Now you need to come back to the first hole as well. For that I am displaying it on the another color sheet. Here you have to pass your needle through the hole and then from the binding beside it and then from the second binding beside it as you can see in the picture, and then pull the needle out of the same hole. Moving on to the hole next to it, I am moving the needle from beneath the binding beside it and then the other binding beside the hole and then back into the hole. As you can see, this will secure a knot, or you can choose to just make one knot, as we are going to do that for the first hole. As you can see that I am only passing it through one side. Now this will create a binding for you to add on the second layer that you put on the notebook. Similarly, I am going to add all the layers. Do not forget to add a secure knot after every layer that you add. As you can see, our notebook is almost ready. The binding is proper. Now I am taking another rough sheet of paper and cutting it into some strips of length of a notebook. I am going to use this sheet to paste on the sides of the notebook to make it more secure. Use a glue to do so. This will help secure the binding. Moving on to making a cover for our notebook. I am using a waste cardboard and now I am measuring the notebook. I need 3 parts. One is going to be the front cover, the back cover and the middle portion. I am making a hardbound notebook, so using a thick cardboard. If you want a softbound notebook, you can also use a cardstock paper. As you can clearly see that I am making 3 parts. After you have drawn, use a paper cutter to cut out all the parts. Use the paper cutter with caution and make sure that you do not cut yourself. Now I have 3 parts. I am going to use a black paper to make the cover of the notebook. I am moving ahead and sticking all the parts on this black sheet of paper. As a notebook is multicolored, so I thought that it would be a great choice to use a black sheet to make the cover. If you do not have a black sheet of paper, you can also color a white sheet black. Now I am simply pasting the cardboard pieces on the paper. Make sure that you leave some spaces between the cardboard parts. This will enable easy folding of the notebook. Make cuts as shown in the video and paste the paper. Now you have to paste all the remaining sides of the paper. This will give a cleaner look. All your edges will be covered by the paper and the cardboard will not be seen. As shown, fold the corners before folding the sides. Now apply glue on the first and the last page of the notebook and stick it onto the cardboard. Make sure that you apply the Fevicol or glue on the edge as well. Just as shown in the video. Let your notebook dry. Against a lighter background, you can see it more clearly. As you can see, our notebook looks beautiful. Now it's the time of the last element. I decided to paint a rainbow on the cover of the notebooks. For that, I am using fabric paints. Add some clouds and your rainbow is absolutely ready. It looks so beautiful. The notebook is so colorful that you would wish to write on it every day. Here are different notebooks that you can try. This one lays flat and has blank pages. You can experiment with the cover pages as well as size and make as many notebooks and journals as you want. Thanks for watching and do not forget to like, share and subscribe.